GM. So, after 2.5 months, we finally got our first death notes. Okay, I woke up to the death notes, and everyone has asked me to cover it. And so, after 27 pings, I think it's time. Okay, so without further ado, in front of you, you can see that I already have the developer's notes up. I have not read a single thing. I don't know a single thing that's in this developer note, so this is going to be a live reaction. Okay, so let's start. Developers update. What is next for Etheria restart? Alright. Hey Hyperlinkers, I know it's been a while. You've heard directly from us and may want to start by saying thank you for sticking with us. I strongly believe in the long-term success of this game, and we want you to know that we're not going anywhere. They've seen the feedback on balance adjustment, time investment issues, PvP methods, events, and much more. We're making strides. Okay, cool. So they want to give us a transparent look on what's, coming soon. Okay, cool. Improving communication and community involvement. We're committing to be more active dialogue within the community. Today's post is the first, but when important opportunities arise, we'll be empowering community discussions on specific topics that we need feedback on. For example, later on in this post, we'll be discussing the RTA meta and we'll be asking for your thoughts and contributions on the topic for us to read so that we don't make decisions that may be out of touch with the general player base. Okay. Previously, we had nerf revelation due to many community complaints, but this came with many consequences and has given us more to correct. We want to be very careful moving forward in balancing the meta, and hearing your voices in constructive detail will be very important for topics like this, especially as the experience between top players and casual players can differ greatly and create a complex challenge to overcome. Of course, these moments won't be happening all the time, but there are sure to be scenarios like the one above that require greater detailed focus, and we want you to know that it is something we believe to be important. Okay, so they are going to talk about more communication, which is good, and they gave the example of them nerfing revelations, which then sparked the whole new meta called tank down versus CC, right? And I already knew that this was coming. I told you guys revelation was not an issue. You just needed lighthouse, you just needed bloodbath, but everyone was just too impatient to go farm Rango and go farm Aurora, okay? Because they hide behind the fact that it is too damn hard. Look, everyone thinks it's hard. Even I think it's hard, okay? But if I can 1-star clear it 5 times manually, so what? Do it. Right? If you really cared about the game, you would have tried, right? Because you know that was going to be the answer, you would have gone for it, and then you would have been like, Revelation is not that hard to answer. Revelation is kind of shit anyway, because the second they hit their S3 on the Revelation, right, they're putting it on units that does not sync with Revelation to begin with. You survive the first hit, you heal back up, they are out of juice. You will just knock them sideways with your S1, right? I already saw this coming. But the community in this game is too fucking loud, okay? Especially the casuals that don't even contribute to the game besides time, which is also an arguable thing, right? So, good that they're going to see, the views from the top players versus the casual players. Because the casual players, let's be real here, they go in there, they're gonna AFK you for like 30 minutes or 30 games, whatever they need to get their currency. They don't give a fuck, alright? But us top players, we want to actually play the game. And when we play the game, we play the game. Okay? Good. Number 2, time sink solutions in process. We hear you, the end game grind can feel like a chore sometimes, especially when there are many tasks and event activities to complete each day alongside regular gear and shell farming. Our team is currently trying to figure out the best solution for this, especially for our long-term players. We're exploring ways to preserve the health of an early game autoing while introducing smarter, less time-intensive farming options for the late game. Okay? Increasing available auto clears in the early game can be risky as new players tend to be less efficient with using resources until they are more knowledgeable and experienced. I agree. If you guys have any ideas, okay, cool. So they want to preserve the health of early game autoing while introducing smarter, less time-intensive farming options. Okay, so they want to only help the end game and make sure that the early game, you know, you're being handheld as much as possible and not go, here's an auto button, just press it, you'll be fine. I think that's fine. How are they going to do that? I don't have a clue. Because I don't do PvE, I hate PvE. If I have to do the PvE and I already have an auto team running, I just let it run. Okay, and then I will get my loot and then I will then sort through it. And that's what I call play. Sorting through my loot. Building up my units. Okay, so I don't know what they're gonna do here. I have no real suggestions or criticisms on this part here. Because I think it's fine. I came from a game called Epic 7 where you can farm non-stop. Okay? Putting, you know, brakes on me farming with a limit cap. I hate it. But that's new age gacha now. So I just gotta deal with it. Next one, Ember Track. We know many of you have been sharing feedback on and many of your fears of having to continue to repeat this game mode in the long term. We do believe having a game mode where you're able to see the main character and Chaku interact and move around is important, but we also understand some middle grounds are needed to be found here. Okay. Current solution that will be implemented next reset will be the ability to auto-clear previously completed levels under the normal difficulty. You'll only need to fight the last floor bosses manually. For now, hard difficulty will still require manual gameplay, and this will be coming up in the upcoming patch notes. Oh, nice. Okay, so your normal difficulty, you can just skip, just auto-clear it, and get your tofu. I like that. I like that. You just got to clear the last floor. Okay, so free resources. Okay, you just have to go through it once, and then you're good. Hard difficulty needing to play, I actually don't mind this because I stream and this is something for me to do on stream, so I actually don't mind this one at all. Okay, Anything Echoes and Union Boss, these two will be supporting 5 times battle. Fuck yeah, hell yeah. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. I don't want to sit through the entire guild boss on 3x. 5x is good, we've seen it in Infinity Train. Nice. A healthier monetization approach. Is it? Do you mean healthier by being paid more, or you guys are already so damn cheap, bro? Like, holy fuck. We're actively working on a more rewarding, player-friendly monetization option. The kind that feels good to support and enhance the environment of the game while respecting your time. Future purchases will focus more on value, choice, and utility. Some ideas we have are something that would involve gameplay benefits and resource rewards, offering cheap daily stamina packs and potential adjustments to what is currently available in our weekly shop. Okay. Maybe, hear me out, maybe we also can buy gold and coins. That could be an idea. Is it the best thing to buy in the world? No. No. But we have that option. Okay? I already find this game too damn cheap. Like, there's nothing to really buy. There's nothing to really improve my units with, you know, paying. I have to grind the same way a free-to-play needs to grind. And so, I don't know. I don't know what you can do here. Okay? Because this is a very touchy subject, and what I want is not basically what everybody wants, alright? But if everybody wants the same thing, I think it will be the tofu packs, bro. I really think it will be the tofu packs. Give us more tofu packs. That's it. Right? Anima skin. We know a few unique anima skins have already been in the works. Okay, okay. Alright, now something that I'm actually, you know, keen about. PvP meta and real-time arena considerations. PvP has been a hot topic and we're taking it seriously as it is the core of our game for the years to come. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay, because I only play games that have PvP. There's no reason for me to buy a pixel in-game, alright? Farm pixels in-game and not take my pixels and smack you in the face. Harsh truth. Okay. We'll be collaborating directly with the top RTA players and the wider community to evaluate meta concerns. Alright. The mid-season's balance patch is under heavy consideration. Although we have stated previously that we would only make adjustments between seasons, we have already shown just recently with Lilium that we are open to adjust as long as it feels necessary or something has not met our design expectations. Back to the original topic, after receiving lots of feedback from our community, we believe that it may be better to avoid waiting 2 months to fix major pain points given current feelings towards RTA. So please let us know your thoughts about this in our feedbacks channel. In general, though we would hope to stick to our original plan to make most major adjustments in between seasons, so our future development will keep this in mind. Okay. In our last season adjustment, we had nerf revelation due to many complaints about it feeling unfun and demotivating for players, especially in the lower ranks of RTA. Although this change was heavily requested within the community, it came with an unexpected consequence that have allowed Bruiser meta to dominate. Unexpected consequences. I expected this. Did you ask me? Excuse me. I saw this from fucking, 2 weeks out when everyone started saying, oh, Revelation's too busted, please nerf. You can't say this is healthy. I saw this happening already. If you nerf Revelation, that was going to happen. You don't believe me? You can just come to my Discord and ask my chat. Okay? Ask my people. But I already saw this coming. Whoever didn't see this coming, you need to consult me. Okay? It came with an unexpected consequences that have allowed Bruiser's meta to dominate. I already saw this. What did I say? If you guys have watched my videos, I say, if Revelation gets nerfed, Bruisers are going to dominate, and then all the Revelation players are just going to pivot to CC because they have the speed. Okay? And then we are stuck in this loophole of no one playing aggro, so Bruisers will not have to worry about the aggro, and the CC has zero reason to be afraid of aggro anymore. Okay? Because they've all moved and jumped ship. And so we'll just sit here in both camps of 30-minute games of either one of them making you AFK, okay, being they CC you for 30 minutes, you AFK, you come back, you're dead. Or you have the other spectrum where you play 30 minutes of twiddling each other's shield instead of their HP, because Artisan is so damn fucking strong now because the meta is slowed down, right? And so you're just sitting there touching each other's shield, being, lame as hell. And then eventually you see that you pass over 160 turns and now there's no more healing, they're healing for 0. And then okay, now I press S3 now. Boring. I haven't even played RTA and I already knew this was coming. You know why? Because I played a lot of E7. I played a lot of this light RTA too. I know that this was going to happen. Okay? So, unfortunately, sometimes during playtesting, we may not always be able to predict exactly how a meta with hundreds and thousands of players will develop. Next time, just ask me, okay? I'm happy to give you free advice, alright? Free of charge. Giving us a sign that we need to be more directly involved with our player base when making these decisions. Many would argue the current meta is much less engaging than the previous season, and we want to fix this as soon as possible if no solutions are being found with what tools are currently available. Given that, we encourage you to create a feedback post giving your thoughts about what a potential mid-season balance patch should look like. We would appreciate input from high-level players and those who are more casual. Let us know what your experience feels like in detail and what rank you are when creating a thread in this topic. Okay, we are open to exploring and considering many ideas, whether it's something like nerfing Bloodbath slightly in PvP, buffing unused DPS shells, or even something like reverting our previous Revelation nerf as requested. Long term, we want PvP to feel fair, dynamic, and rewarding at every level. We are aware that the gap can be quite steep for the average player wanting to compete in RTA, So many of our upcoming changes and general focus will be directly aimed at helping players reach a competitive level. Okay. Not to have enough time to grind high level of the game, especially when the content can be quite challenging. But we'll hope. Okay, cool. So, look, PvP has always been difficult, right? The one thing that they have changed, actually there are two things here. One, I have never seen a set called Bloodbath being so damn ridiculous. Okay, 55% is a lot of damage mitigation. You can literally take the entire identity of a DPS, slap them on Bloodbath, and they become a bruiser. Okay, because normally DPS, they are glass cannons. Okay, and you need a team to protect them, right? With Bloodbath, they are their team. That's why you see Lilium on Bloodbath, right? And you have her on Bloodbath, you put her on either Law or Codex to protect yourself from, whatever weakness that she has left, like, cooldown resets, attack down, defense down, that kind of stuff. And she already self-buffs attack, she self-buffs speed, she CCs, and now you have put Bloodbath on her and now she becomes a tank. Okay? Bloodbath has already been strong, and the only way that you had to build Bloodbath on your unit was because of Revelation. Revelation was the necessary evil that we needed, okay? Because the biggest evil of them all is CC. Alright? The way accuracy, the way effect resistance work in this game is already ridiculous, alright? I've said this before and I said it again, I've said this in the podcast with Vulcan. We don't have miss rate in this game, okay? If you hit, you hit. Alright? It doesn't matter if you have elemental advantage, elemental disadvantage, you are going to hit if you hit. Alright? And so, the way accuracy works already, you can take Kazuo and you can sleep Holdens non-stop. You try that shit in E7. Impossible. Impossible. You're gonna miss like half the time. Okay? And so, the way you have to balance this is twofold, alright? You need to think about the shell, and you need to think about the set that it gives, alright? Because there's so many people on Bloodbath that also use Gigabyte to cheat speed off your opponent's speed. Because that's how Gigabyte works. The faster your opponent moves, the more your Gigabyte units move. Yeah? So that is one thing that you will have to, consider. I don't know how you're gonna do it yet, but that is something that you have to think about. Okay? The other thing you have to think about is CC. Because your CC units are fucking ridiculous. It is impossible. Okay? Why does Kazuo have a 2-turn sleep on her S1? Why can Kazuo, sleep Holdens non-stop? Why do people take Kloss, a green unit, alright, a hollow unit, into Holdens? Why? Why am I taking an elemental disadvantage unit into a unit that I know that it's naturally just not supposed to be correct, right? You don't take green into reds. You don't take blues, into, fucking greens. But we do it anyway, because the way accuracy and effective resistance work is something that needs to be talked about. So that needs to be worked on. I think that is probably, arguably, the most important thing. Okay? We all know that not every unit can be on Bulwark. Alright? And I think that was a design that they wanted already. Okay? Which I have no qualms about. Alright? Some units need to be on Bulwark. Some units don't need to be on Bulwark. You don't have to put your entire team on Bulwark. I understand that. That's fine. Okay? But the problem here is that effect accuracy and effect resistance works differently than other games. Okay? And that needs to be worked on. Because right now, CC is unbearable. Unfucking bearable. Alright? You will just die to CC because we don't have enough cleanses. The way CC works, you can just sleep, elemental disadvantage units anyway, so I don't care. I am not punished to begin with. And so I don't have to think. I just pick Kazuo, Obo, Mio. Good night. Okay? So, that is one thing that we have to talk about here. Next, gear and customization upgrades. We make big changes we are making big changes to how you build and equip your characters. The module essence shop is being overhauled. Fucking yes. What? How though? In addition to the random way to obtain modules in the module shop, in the future players can also buy modules with confirmed mains. Oh, okay. Fuck. I should have wasted all my modules. Shit. If I saved all of my modules, knowing that this was gonna come, I think I would have over 90,000 modules essence? God damn. Now I feel sad. The new gear crafting system is wrapping up development and will be included in the upcoming patch. Designed to give you greater control over your builds without relying on RNG alone. Nice. This system will be released with the players as an event that will routinely occur at least once per month. Okay. This is very similar to what we had in E7, where you can choose your substats, you can get points, and then you just spend the points to re-roll your substats so you get the perfect one, then you can finalize it, then you just upgrade it. I like that. Okay. We'll be releasing more information on the upcoming changes soon, but here's a small preview for now. Nice. So you can choose what the hell you want to craft. Go to the modules, you can choose your maid stat. Alright. And then this will be your pre-configure. Alright. So you can see we have this this thing up here, right? That's your currency to do all the forging. Oh, and you can lock specific substats when you're crafting. That's nice. Very good. Inferno Rango getting nerfed. We know that Inferno Rango has been a wall for many of you, and we're addressing it. A new banner is coming that features a character specifically designed to help crush Rango and other challenging PvE content. Each animus has been tested in various ways specifically against Rango, and we have found the content to be much easier. There will be multiple strategies and synergy available in their kits. For example, try them out with Lilium. Okay. So I assume they're going to be blue units. And they say it's going to be a PvE unit. Fuck. I was really tempted to max dupe. But you say PvE unit and I just go one copy is plentiful. Do you want to make money or not? Make it PvP. Come on. The release of anima like these is part of a wider effort to bring more strategic counters and tools in the roster for both PvE and PvP. Actually, I've read this part first. Okay. Future events. We have been listening regarding recent and we want to know what you're listening. Many players have been discussing dissatisfaction with RNG in our latest Dreamscape event. Although there were many players who were able to receive incredible rewards, we understand that this is not the case for everyone. Not every player likes taking risk, and those who would prefer to play safe should have fixed rewards to do instead of relying on RNG. Okay. Look, I don't care if you're a degenerate gambler and you lose all your coins in your Dreamscape event and you just cannot clear the shop because you're a dumb fuck. I can't help you. So I got no comments on this. Global launch celebration. Our global launch event is just around the corner and it's going to be massive. Our game will officially be available in many more parts of the world. Stay tuned for playing competitively against players in the region like China, Japan, South Korea. Oh my god. Now we have the real competition coming in. So if you guys are still not in RTA and you guys haven't got a Mythic, better get it soon. Because when China, Japan, South Korea comes, the competition is going to increase tenfold. Tenfold. And you guys are going to need my help. I can tell you so much. You're going to need my help. Better subscribe. Because I'm going to be dropping up more masterclasses. So, that's that. We will make sure you guys are pleased with the rewards. It's a celebration after all. Cool. Give us selector. Stay tuned for exact dates on how to claim the upcoming rewards. Cool. If you need me to host something, XD, reach out. Reach out. What's next? This is just a snapshot of what is in motion behind the scenes. We'll be continuing our best efforts going forward. Yeah. Most importantly, we're here to listen. Please continue sharing your feedback, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about this part. Overall, what do I think? It's been 25 minutes already. Holy shit. Okay. I think that they are answering the questions that we needed, right? Module Forge, this is nice. I like this part here, okay? Because we can now start building our own gear. I like that they're changing the module essence shop, right? Where now you can get confirmed sub attributes and main attributes, okay? Because it was fucking dog shit, and I was just gambling away money. Really, this is what you call real gambling, okay? And most of them they're mostly talking about PvP, which is good. That is what I like to see, all right? Because this is a game for PvP after all, and I only play games that has PvP in it, all right? And basically, that's it. I don't think that there is much to talk about. Okay, there's not much to talk about. Healthy monetization approach. I don't know what do you mean by healthy monetization approach. If you say you're gonna give us more tofus, that has to be the case because you're gonna be pumping on more units. Fair enough. Okay, stamina is nice too. Anima skin, we want to fucking see real skins this time and not recolors. Mostly about PvP, I like that, alright. Gear customization upgrades. This is the nice part. And Rango. Your Rangos are getting easier, chat. Nice. Okay. Next, we're going to be able to see what the 2 units are going to bring to us. Then we'll cover that as well. But that's it. Cool. That's it. Alright. So, if you enjoyed this live reaction, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one.